Hi, I'm Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 4, number 30, which reads, which of the following is an equivalent form of the equation of the graph shown in the xy plane above, for which the coordinates of the vertex A can be identified as constants in the equation? So, for this equation in particular, for this type of question, it's a little bit misleading because if you take the original equation and you were to put it into different forms, and this is what most students will do, if we factored this, it would factor as two first terms would be x. You need a plus minus because you got to get a 15. Your bigger term is going to be negative. So it's going to be minus 5 plus 3. And then sure enough, when you add those up, you get it. So the equivalent form is answer choice A, right? Well, check it out. If you were to just pull an x out of the first two terms, you would get answer choice C. Not only that, but if you were to put this into vertex form of the parabola, you would get answer choice D. And not even that. Looking at answer choice D, the vertex form of the parabola, if you know vertex form, you know that the x is opposite of what's inside the parentheses. So it says x minus 1 quantity squared. The x part of the vertex is positive 1. The y part of the vertex is outside the parentheses. It's negative 16. All right, so how could there be three correct answers? So the answer is hidden in the question. The question is vertex A could be identified as constants or coefficients. Now, if a question asks you something, it might ask you what expresses the y-intercept as constants or coefficients. In that case, if you have an answer choice in this original form, notice negative 15 is your y-intercept. And you can see that on the graph right there. Well, I got bad aim, but you get the point. Answer choice C also expresses the y-intercept as constant or coefficient. That's not what the question's asking about. If it were asking if what expresses an equivalent form where the x-intercepts are listed as constants or coefficients, then the answer would be A. You could tell based on this form that the x-intercepts are negative 3, positive 5, and you could also see that at the graph, negative 3, positive 5. But it's asking vertex to be listed as constant and coefficient, and as I just showed you, you could tell that the vertex is positive 1, negative 16 just based on that. And even on the graph, positive 1, and it's just below the negative 15, you can see the vertex A right there. So your correct answer is answer choice D. And we could go through how to get an equation in standard form into vertex form, but we don't really need that for this question. We'll cover that in future videos. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like, share it with someone who could benefit from these tricky types of questions when it asks for something as a constant or coefficient, and click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.